there has been a development from Quinton de Kock. He has issued a statement. It's on our website. We will talk about that statement, but first I just want to recap where it all started for Quinton de Kock. He refused to take a knee and took himself out of the game against the West Indies. Here's a little recap.
The news is it's a Quinton de Kock-less South Africa that takes to the field. He's not on there. His skipper said he decided to make himself unavailable for personal reasons.
We're obviously surprised and taken aback by the news.
South African board statement says there are concerns raised that the different postures taken by team members in support of the BLM initiative created an unintended perception of disparity or lack of support for the initiative, which essentially says lack of support for people of color within the side, South Africa's side, within the country South Africa, in the world as a whole.
I found out as the captain when we got to the changing room, you kind of have to respect the decision that he made, whether you agree with it or not.
Excuse me for being political, because some will say it is being political, but I cannot shed my skin.
Quinton is an adult, you know, he's a man in his own shoes. We respect his decision, we respect his convictions, and I know that he'll be standing behind whatever decision that he's taken.
I hope that the discussion, at the very least, can be about how to be united about something that everybody agrees on. This is also in the hope that there is agreement in that regard.
You guys know our thoughts on this matter. It's something that we feel strongly about, you know, as a team and as a people, you know, as well, and we will continue to do it.
If you understand what it stands for, that's just my opinion, what my kind have been through.
We have to appreciate the fact that we live in a country like South Africa that has its own past, that is diverse in its views, diverse in the way people see things, their background. As much as we're a team, you know, we wear the same shirt, we play for the badge. But I mean, outside of that, we still live our own lives. I can't force anyone to see things the way that I do, neither can they force me. Me, you know, being the leader of the side at the moment is to make sure that, you know, our eye is on the ball, but we can't control things that are happening within the media. But what we can control is things that are happening here within the team.
So now, that is the media release on behalf of Quinton de Kock. It is a 2-page document and statement. It is worth reading, so please go to our website to read it, but I will paraphrase it, guys. What it does say is, Quinton does say, I would like to start by saying sorry to my teammates and fans back home. I do understand the importance of standing against racism, and I also understand the responsibility of us as players to set an example. If me taking a knee helps to educate others and makes the lives of others better, I'm more than happy to do so. And also he says, I'm deeply sorry for all the hurt, confusion and anger that I've caused. And then the last sentence in the statement basically reads, if he and the team and South Africa, we have me, I would love nothing more than to play cricket for my country again. I think that's one of the big examples that what he's saying is he's offering himself available for selection. And the next game is against, I think on Saturday night, South Africa. But also the board of South African cricket has responded and they have said, we welcome these developments and we regret the timing of the direction, which I think is a big statement, and also what Quinton de Kock has said in his statement. Let's go.
Look, we all agree this has been a very sad episode, but there's been a fair amount of overreaction. Quinton de Kock initially, his overreaction to the mandate from Cricket South Africa that everybody had to take a knee, and then the overreaction in many quarters to his stance. You know, this is a South African dressing room that is more dysfunctional than the Kardashians. And, you know, we're not there. We don't know so many of the nuances that he experiences every day. He has been at loggerheads with Cricket South Africa for some time. But that statement to me, guys, says he expressed his sorrow. He wants to move on, obviously. it's back on Cricket South Africa whether they apply any penalty to him and if his career is to continue during this World Cup.
Yeah, I'll go from a cricket point of view. I think the disappointing thing for me is that it rears its head in a World Cup. This is not the first time it's happening in a South African change room, and we're getting a really first-hand look how uneasy that change room can be. So I'm disappointed that this wasn't sorted out before they left, had the meeting with the board, put everything on the table there. So when you come to a World Cup, you're there to perform, you're there to represent your country and have the time of your life. I'm just disappointed that it comes up in a World Cup.
South Africa's next game is against Sri Lanka. That is on the second game on Saturday night, so no doubt all the eyes will be on that game.